Welcome to the Impact of Reality. Where we tackle the tough topics of relationships and relational values. I'm your host, L.K. Harris. Welcome to the Impact of Reality. I'm your host, L.K. Harris. Today we have with us Ms. Terricinia St. Clair. So when we come back, we'll have an in-depth conversation with Ms. St. Clair about relationships and relational values. See you in a minute.
I'm Iris Bowling, executive producer of the Heart TV series. To advertise with this sexy political drama, call 804-476-8554.
Check out the Heart series. I think you will enjoy it.
So come see us at Murray Automotive, 1731 Dolphin Court, Powhatan, Virginia, 2.5 miles west of 288 and Route 60.
And we're back. Ms. St. Clair.
Yes.
First, I want to thank you for coming to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You do so much. But before I even get into it, tell me, who is Ms. Terricinia St. Clair?
Oh, wow. I'd say, first of all, I'm a mother, a sister, and a friend. Those are the three most important things about me. Okay. Entrepreneur, I love life. You know, I'm just a lover of life, the ultimate optimist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ultimate. Okay, I can go with
Ultimate.
that.
All things, something good that comes out of everything.
Well, that's a good way to be, because, you know, a lot of people live in the gloom and doom.
Right.
And that's, you know, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Not at all. They always say you never have the, what do they call it? I don't have the luxury of a negative thought.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that's the first time I've heard that one, but I'm going to use it just so you know. So when you hear it on the show one day, you say, oh, I told him.
All right.
It's all right. I borrowed that from you. Make sure we write that down. So, entrepreneur.
Uh-huh.
Tell us, what is it you do?
Well, I teach wine classes. I am the Tipsy Sommelier. That's the name of my company. A sommelier is a professional wine expert, wine steward.
Okay, excuse me. I'm sorry. Say it again slower.
Sommelier.
That sounded pretty. I can't say it. But it sounded good, right? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that's not good.
Yep. So primarily I teach wine classes. We do winery tours, any type of events. We'd like to be creative with the events. So we started to do like the wine and painting events and with wine with the court crafts and just everything. Whatever you can do with your hands, anything clever or unique, we try to stay right there with that and do those fun things. So that's primarily what we do.
So you do a lot of tasting. Of course, you got to taste the wine.
Yeah, I do a lot. I do a lot of tasting.
A lot of tasting.
Yes, but that's like one of the good things about my job.
That's perk.
That's a nice perk. You know, taste good wine all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, but I love it. I do.
Well, some people would say, yeah, one of the best jobs in the world.
See, you know what? But it's also one of those things where you don't work, you don't eat. So, yeah,
Amen.
there's pluses
Amen.
and definitely downsides to it as well.
Yeah,
but
I'm
it keeps
sure.
the hustle. You know,
Yeah.
just keep on going, keep finding the next job. And it's fun. I really love what I do.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. When you really love your job, it's not a job anymore.
Right.
So that's when it becomes a career.
I agree with that 100%. And it's like you're working like all the time. It's so funny because you'll start your day and you might get an idea in the middle of the night. And I kind of love that because sometimes I'll get an idea in the middle of the night and it just really pulls something together that I've been working on in my mind for a long time. But it's like you have to be reminded to stop. Okay, it's time to just stop, shut it down. You've done too much today. But overall, I can't complain. You know, as long as I can get up with a smile on my face and do it over again.
There you go. You know, my wife tells me all the time, because I don't sleep at night that well. I nap.
Like 1 or 2 hours at a
I take
time.
a couple of hours, and then I'm up. And the next morning, normally she'll say, "Why you couldn't sleep?" There's stuff on mine. She said, "Well, stop it." I said, "I can't stop it."
You can't. You can't. It's always something.
Yeah, there's always something just running.
Yeah, and I was like, sometimes I'll just go so far as to just get up and write something down and go back to sleep. You know, it's like, oh, I'm going to need that. So,
I have to learn that craft of getting up, doing it, and then see, because when I get up, I'm up for at least an hour or two.
oh,
It's like
okay.
I get up and I come downstairs. It's
Oh.
like I can't just get up and write it down.
Right. You got to get up
I gotta
and
get
work.
up and work.
You're better than me.
I wish I could. When I master that craft, it's gonna be
Yeah,
hard.
because morning comes fast.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, this is one of those questions where you can answer at your own risk. How do you have time for a personal life?
Oh, well, you just make it. You just make time. It's so funny because Franklin, that's my beau. He's the one that tells me it's time to shut it down, shut the computer off.
Amen.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a teamwork thing. It's like he's my supervisor.
Kudos to Franklin.
Right, right. So he makes sure that I don't get burnt out or anything. I just kind of, I just work. And it's so funny. We'll like FaceTime at night sometimes. And he'll say, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I'm still on the computer." He's like, "I know, you're still on the computer. Give it like 10 more minutes and then shut it down. You think you've done enough today." So it's like, it's good to have somebody in your corner that just kind of keeps you balanced.
Right.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is with my wife, she doesn't realize that she's just like I am, because sometimes I cut it down and I'm downstairs looking at TV. At 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I'm ready to go upstairs, and she's still on the computer. Okay, time to cut off. We're going to bed.
Right. Right.
I'm going to bed. Time to cut it off. Now.
Right,
So,
it's time.
9 or 10 o'clock at night. You've been on it since 8 o'clock this morning.
Right. And that happens
Time to shut that
so
down. Yeah.
much. It happens, almost every day. And of course, I have field work to do as well, when I'm going out and handling business. But otherwise, I know that I could literally sit there at that computer. It's always something that needs to be done.
Yeah.
And it's never going to be enough hours in a day. So I welcome that call. Stop.
Wow. Okay. Well, look, we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. See you in a few minutes.
My name is Al Williams. For 22 years, Al's Fashion has been helping people in Richmond look good. We would like to invite you to come check our store out. We have the latest selection of slim fit suits, double-breasted suits, and zoot suits. We also have shoes and hats to match. And we also sell the largest selection of NFL t-shirts. We're located at the Regent Square Mall. Our phone number is 804-754-1392. I want you to come check us out.
Check out the Famous Brown TV show every Saturday night at 2 a.m. and Monday mornings at 5 a.m. with your host, Preston Brown. It's exciting, it's fun, it's informative. It's the Famous Brown TV show on CW Richmond 65.
So come see us at Murray Automotive, 1731 Dolphin Court, Powhatan, Virginia, 2.5 miles west of 288 and Route 60.
And we're back. So, Miss St. Clair. So how long have you actually been in business? How long have you been wine tasting? Or this? Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
That piece.
I've been in business for, I've been in business since 2011.
Okay. Couple of years. Okay.
Yeah. So it started out by, I just had a love for wine. And actually, I didn't really start drinking wine until I was like 30.
Okay.
I know it's kind of strange, but
I say because you look 30 now.
I'll
So.
see. I'm just so keeping y'all. But I started drinking when I was about 30, and just wine. And then I got a little curious about it, and probably, I'm not going to out my age, but years later, I decided to go to California and take a course and, see if I can get this certification. So they prepare you with your documents, all your books and everything, like 6 months in advance. And then you go out there, you take a week, drink an awful lot of wine. And then they test you on what you drink. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful time in my life. It was wonderful. And obviously I passed the test.
You said it's a little bit
no, too much enthusiasm for that.
that one.
I had a great time. It was wonderful.
That sounds like the job a lot of people out there may want to. Mm-hmm. So do they have to go to California? Is it somewhere else?
No, I mean, and I think also it's a matter of your palate and your attention to what you're tasting. Because some, and they say women in particular have better palates than men. So some of it is like you can get from experience, just doing the drinking and then reading and taking a course here, there, to be like a wine steward, but you have to understand like food and wine pairings and things like that.
I'm starting to feel some type of way about that because you said women, and I don't know because so we just go with the hard stuff. We don't.
No.
Okay,
Y'all most like sommeliers, like masters of wine.
I'm just picking
most of them are men.
Okay.
Most of them are men, but physically, women are known to have a better. Or no, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say better. To have a great palate.
Okay.
We taste more. Maybe we have more taste buds or something.
I heard that coming.
Probably I'm sure that's it.
That's okay. I'm just. But it sounds like a really. I can't say challenging. But I guess it can be challenging because you have to be able to taste and maintain your mindset as to this is more of a career, a job, instead of saying I'm tasting just to be tasting.
Right. So it's like if you can. This is one of those types of fields that if you can make it in this field, awesome. What's that song? Good work if you can get it. Whatever. I'm off base. But it's one of those things. But it's just you have to constantly practice and you have to constantly learn. You never learn enough about wine. Never know enough about wine. And it's so many wine knowledgeable people in this area alone. Just they just familiar with the different varietals and the different geographies and what to expect from this varietal. It's just so much knowledge in this area. So I'm always learning. I may be teaching, but I'm always learning from people that I cross paths with.
Oh, so you go out and do seminars and...
I have, yes. I primarily do like private parties or small group parties. We have a series of wine classes that we conduct. Wine Tasting 1, that's always the most popular class. Just get you involved in it and get you familiar with what you're tasting and the nuances of the different wines. And then there's a more of extensive wine tasting class where you do all this and then you're tested on it like a blind taste at the end of taste test at the end of the course. And then there's always Virginia wine because we have so many vineyards in Virginia. So many.
Really? Wow.
Yes, over 230, 250, somewhere around in there. And and it's a lot. It's like every day, just like the craft breweries are coming. I mean, wineries are just coming every time you turn around here.
That's amazing. I had no idea.
Yeah, I make really, really good wine here. Like Viognier in particular, we do that very well. Cab Franc, we do that very well in Virginia.
See, these are like foreign languages to me because
we have to do that. We have to bring some wine over and let you taste them and
now,
see the
if
different
my wife
ones.
let me taste some wine.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, you trying to get me in trouble.
Sorry. Oops.
But you can bring it.
All right, but you're just gonna look at it.
I'm gonna look at it for a second.
You can't see it like tell differences in it by the color.
Yeah,
so that's what we'll do.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm not gonna touch that. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. I'm gonna let that simmer. So.
Okay, simmer. But yeah, it's a great career. It really is. And it's like what I really love about it is that I always get opportunities to collaborate with other entrepreneurs and like vastly different fields. Like I'm working with a dating coach now to do a type of event where she's just teaching about dating techniques, what to do. I mean, a whole series. So we're doing that. And I found this lovely woman. They call her, what is her name? Mama Biscuit. out of Northern Virginia. Biscuit and wine pairing. I mean, why not?
Awesome.
It's so many things to do. It's just so
Awesome.
many opportunities out there. So again, I just absolutely love it. I do. I couldn't see myself doing anything else in this season anyway.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I hear you. I see, but again, it's great that you love what you do because it's not a job for you.
Right.
Some people, I remember a job I had. I used to hate going to bed knowing I had to get up in the morning.
Right. I've had those.
Oh goodness.
I've had plenty of those. Believe me, this was a long time coming. I've had plenty of those.
I know the feeling so well. But I can't call the name of the place. But I tell you what.
Right.
Whew, Lord Jesus, Father God in heaven.
I know. It's hard thinking about it.
Well, look, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
So come see us at Murray Automotive, 1731 Dolphin Court, Powhatan, Virginia, 2.5 miles west of 288 and Route 60.
Welcome to the Impact of Reality. I'm your host, L.K. Harris. Join us right here every Saturday at 12 noon on WRIC TV, Channel 8. See you there.
My name is Al Williams. For 22 years, House Fashion has been helping people in Richmond look good. We would like to invite you to come check our store out. We have the latest selection of slim fit suits, double-breasted suits, and zoot suits. We also have shoes and hats to match. And we also sell the largest selection of NFL t-shirts. They're located at the Regency Square Mall. Our phone number is 804-754-1392. I want you to come check us out.
And we're back. So, Miss St. Clair. It has a nice ring to it, almost like a fine wine. But anyway.
My thank you.
So, I understand you've written a book. Tell us a little bit about your book. What's in it?
Yes. Okay. I've written a book. It's called Conversing with the Elephant.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Well, let me tell you what this thing is about. And it's really about friendship. Overall, now that we're talking about relationships, it talks about friendships. And I remember it like way back in the day. It stemmed from a friend of mine who was turning 40. She told me if I turned 40 and I still had 3 good girlfriends to consider myself lucky. Now, I come from a large family of women. I've always had a lot of girlfriends, cousins, everything. Always had strong relationships with women. So I was like, it just kind of boggled my mind why that would be, why I would not have but 3 good girlfriends once I'm middle-aged. And then it struck me, and just in dealing with the different girlfriends and sisters and things like this in my life, the problem is in communication. It's not that we can't handle the issue, but I think women tend to tiptoe around each other a little bit more, their emotions. You don't address something because you're angry at the time. And also notice that most of the time you don't hear a lot of men having those same issues. You guys kind of just say it and be done with it.
Get it out of the way.
But I learned that when I was in the military. It's one of those careers that I wasn't particularly good at, but I did it all the same. But I remember back then, it's like someone can rip you up one side and down the other at breakfast time and come to your desk at lunch and ask you where we're going for lunch, like it never even happened. So, I think I've learned in communication just to say your piece, let it go, move on. You don't have time for foolishness. But I think too often we tiptoe around. We don't want to hurt someone's feelings. We don't, it's just too awkward. It's things that the mother should have told them and nobody has told them. No one's reinforcing it. But it's things that they should know. So I compiled 25 things that we owe it to each other to tell each other when these situations are going on. And they stem from just something as simple as beauty, to relationships, to how you raise your kids. It's just things we've always been in a situation. Prime example, you have someone that's always got this little kid that needs discipline, and we just sit kind of like,
Right.
somebody get Bobby.
Sit
You
down,
know?
Bobby.
Right. And no one, and everyone's like, and that's the elephant in the room.
Right.
You know, so we are in essence conversing with this elephant. Look here.
Right.
You know, it's time for you to go. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's just dealing with things head on. And it's like sometimes we have to be that friend. And I always put it on the best friend first. If your mom hasn't told you, your best friend, that's your first course right there. This is the person that's obligated to tell you. And if she doesn't tell you, just leave it
can't
to
be your best
somebody
friend.
else.
I mean, they're
right,
gonna leave you out there
right.
suffering.
She's going to sit you
and-
out there looking
yeah,
crazy
think of the
and
long
just
term of
acting
it.
crazy. Right.
Wow.
And it's, I mean, but it's a lot of situations that we just need to be more forthright with each other.
So is that something that you would do? I mean, say,
Oh,
you
yeah.
or you tell your best friend.
I get into, I'm not going to say trouble, but I get the side eye a lot for saying something that needs to be said. But I always preface it. I always say, if you preface it with love,
Yeah.
and like, I got you. This is for, it's not only for you, this is for us.
Right.
Because especially in a situation when y'all are like really tight, y'all are together all the time, what she does reflects on you.
Right.
And we just have to be more open and honest with each other. And I really don't think we give each other enough credit. Like most of the people, most of the women and men in my circle, they're very straight up. If I'm wrong, if I'm doing something crazy, oh my gosh.
They
Oh my
wanna
gosh.
tell you.
Oh, like it's nothing. I'll be like, oh. If it's like something painful, I'll be like, ouch. But I have to take it in because I know they love me
Right,
and they're
right.
telling me this out of love.
Well, hey, you wrote the book on it, so
So I can't be sensitive about it.
Right.
You know, I can't embarrass easy. I'm in no position.
Yeah,
You know, I have got to, I have to stand behind what I write
that's
and be
right.
that person.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, when you put yourself out there, say when you write a book,
Right.
go on TV, go on the radio. When you put yourself out there, you open yourself up
Right.
to
All
all the best and
kinds.
all the worst. So you have to take the good and the bad.
That's right.
Because you put yourself out there on it. But at the same time, know what you're talking about
Exactly.
when you're talking.
Right.
Because a lot of people open mouth, insert foot, and can't get it out of there.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, I'm sorry. But guess what? When you write a book, people reading your book and say, okay, well, I'm going to use this on you.
Right.
Then you got to take it.
You have to take it.
So,
And I can take it.
Yeah, and, well, that's
You
all
know,
right, though. See,
yeah, that's the thing.
beautiful.
I have grown accustomed to taking
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
not in an abusive way, but like, and it depends. Like again, I'm talking about people who I know love me.
Right.
Just taking stuff from the public, someone that. Just
Right.
trying to like,
Just trying to needle, yeah,
Come
yeah.
on now, come on now. Y'all know better. There you go. No,
Right,
that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because I'm not gonna take it in because I know who I am.
Right.
And if I step on toes, this is a very controversial book.
Well, what is the name of the book?
The name of the
Hold it up so people can see it.
this is the name. The name of the book is Conversing with the Elephant.
All right.
So and we're doing just that. We're just talking to or just facing those issues head on.
Okay. Good deal. I'm not gonna say what the bottom part is.
Yes,
I'm
we're not gonna.
pick the book up.
Yes, you can get it on Amazon. It is on Amazon. So if you
yeah.
just put in Conversing with the Elephant, it's available in paperback as well as Kindle.
Awesome. So y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. Take the book up, and I'll say the bottom part. I'm gonna leave the ball in her court. So we have to take a break. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Margot. Join us on the Impact of Reality Saturdays at 12 noon on WRIC Channel 8, where we will tackle the tough topics of relationships and relational values. So join us. We'll see you then.
We at Planners Harvest want you to meet the movers, the shakers, the ones that won't take no for an answer. Meet the drum beaters, the dream keepers, the true believers, the life shapers, the risk takers. We all have dreams, a place where the sun shines on everything we do, where the world recognizes who we are. Let us at Planners Harvest Incorporated show the world what your dreams truly look like. Let us put your dreams on display. And we're back. Well, I understand you have a website you want to give the viewers.
Yes, for the Tipsy Sommelier wine classes and winery tours, the website is ttswine.com. And for Conversing with the Elephant, that website is www.conversingwiththeelephant.com.
All right. I believe we got it. I'm your host, LK Harris. I want to thank you all for joining me. Remember, if you're going to be in a relationship, make sure you know what you're looking for. You take care. Stay blessed. See you next week.